Hey guys, so this chapter we've been talking about payroll and how a company, figures out how much an employee has earned over a weekly basis, monthly basis, and then we need to figure out how much money needs to be taken out for deductions. Previously in these videos, number one, we calculated total earnings. From that number, then we figured out how much we need to take out for employee for income tax withholding. We did that using the wage bracket method. And now we're going to be talking about employee FICA tax withholding. FICA stands for Federal Insurance Contributions Act. This is a law. So basically, what this is it requires employers to withhold FICA taxes from employee earnings. Within that, there's two different amounts or different categories that we're going to take money out. One is Social Security and the other is Medicare. When they do figure out, the amount for Social Security, that money that gets taken out of your paycheck, that is going to go towards pension or disability benefits. And then for Medicare, that's going to provide health insurance. These numbers are subject to change. They're set by Congress. For our purposes, we're just going to use the 6.2% for Social Security and 1.45% for Medicare. Sometimes these change, but we're just going to keep on saying it's these. For Social Security, we're going to take our total for that month or that week, so our weekly gross earnings, and then we're going to take that by 6.2%. We're going to convert that to 0.062. And we can, your employer can take out for taxes up until $106,800. What that means is once you have earned $106,800, you cannot be taxed anymore for Social Security. So once you've earned over that, they can't tax you for it. For Medicare, they're going to always tax you 1.45%. So it doesn't matter how much money you earn in a year, they're always going to take out a portion for Medicare. There's no maximum. And like here on it says, the rates can be changed annually by Congress. So let's do a couple examples. Sarah had earnings of $1,600 for the December 6th through 12th pay period, bringing her earnings year to date to $105,540. She has not yet hit that max of $106,800. So all of her earnings are subject to Social Security and Medicare tax. So going to the next slide, we're going to take the $1,600 times our 6.2% and we get $99.20. And then for Medicare, we're going to take that $1,600 times our 1.45% to get $23.20. We add those two together, and $122.40 is being taken out for FICA tax. The employer does this for you. You don't ever have to worry about it, but this is how it's calculated. So for another example, the following week, she earns $1,660, bringing her earnings year to date to $107,200. She is now over the Social Security maximum, which was $106,800. So what we're going to do is we're going to take her year-to-date earnings, subtract the Social Security maximum, and we have found out that $400 of her paycheck is not subject to Social Security tax. So that $400 cannot be calculated in for this. So let's do a little bit of math. Her gross pay was the $1,660. We're going to subtract the amount not subject to Social Security tax, which is $400. We figured that out in the other slide. So the amount that we're going to take the Social Security tax rate by is $1,260. Take that times our tax rate, and we get $78.12. You can check the math on here. You might even do that just so you kind of have an idea of how it's calculated. So those are just some things to be thinking about. The Medicare has no maximum earnings, so her gross pay is subject to the Medicare tax. So they're just going to take that 1,660 times 1.45% to get 2,407. So when you add those two together, total FICA tax withheld is 102.19. So guys, the thing about this is you really have to have these numbers correct, because once we start journalizing this, if you mess up like on step 1, everything after that is going to be incorrect. So this is where we're going to kind of leave it, because as much as this isn't necessarily that hard, I want to make sure that we know how to calculate these. So included in this post, you're going to have a form, and I just want you to fill it out going through some of these examples. So if you have questions, obviously,